Alright, so we're gonna play some ranked, continue on. We are at Diamond 3 right now. So let's go. See if we can climb to 2. If we hit 2, we'll stop there, switch to Expedition. I'd probably say like no more than maybe like an hour and a half. If I do some silly mistakes like 2 games, call it a day as well. Alright, so we got Ash Cat here. So last time I saw, they try to go kind of big. The Mystic Shot's going to be good here. Their removal's sketchy, so Karma might stick. My concern is whether I need to get excited or not. And I think I don't. I can use the thermal for any spot. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not getting a choice in that matter. We kind of passed for a while. I've definitely played this match where we pass, and then like Berg on 4. And it's like, okay. Yeah. So like that guy's just not allowed. That actually could have been a mistake. Because if he had the 1 cost thing that gives 2 health, she would have survived and got to hit me. But it worked out there. Hard to complain. Stop trying to stick guys on. Not allowed. Alright, so we're going to go chump bump here. Try to get in before Hearthguard comes down. Even if he plays Ash, I don't care. He can't Brittle Steal me. Like, that's fine. Alright, so that's 1 Frost. No need to rummage here. We'll be at 5 if he, like, I don't know, plays multiple guys. I could decide to, like, True Shot Barrage. If he opens up with an Ash, then I think I'll just True Shot Barrage and just try to wipe all of them. That's good enough for me. You could have the 4 cost that gives 2 guys 3 health. Yeah. That's still fine. Like, that's okay with me. We have to be pretty cautious about her coming down at any point, whether we need to, like, burn her out. We'll play the Karma, because if he goes and hits us for 4, we're not concerned. He's wasting his mana. This is where we have to be particularly cautious. Yeah, that's fine. All he got here was 3 damage into our guy. We got a frost out of him. Like, we're cool with that. This lets us set up board state stuff. The question is, do we go for the burnout here? I think we do. Because we don't have to. We could just recall. This burnout, though, seems viable. Alright, so we got her out. He could play an Ashen Swing. But we still have the 4-1. Yeah. Sure, guy. If you want to frost my guy, you could take that fight. I don't care. Yeah. Sure. It's not like we're not replacing him anyways. As soon as Karma flips, like, the game pretty much immediately ends. See what he has here. We have the 8-8. Like, this has got to feel just terrible for him in a second. I could just burn this guy out. I think going bigger makes more sense, though. We'll have 11 on the next round. If I had waited, in theory, I could just copy Karma. I burn the card I draw, though. Copy Karma, burn him out. Just the definitive answer here. So I guess we could just make what? 2 copies of the 8-8. Nah, 2 copies of the 8-8 just really doesn't do anything. We'll just copy the Karma. We'll have 3, we'll have 4, we could just burn them twice. Yeah, opponent surrendered. Called it a day. I'm gonna have 4 Karmas, and I'm just gonna Mystic Shot for 18, for 16 and kill him. The Fire Noxa deck's really interesting as far as like what it does. It's just in a really bad matchup playing against us. Because it doesn't have actual removal besides like Culling Strike. I guess you can Whirling Death, but if my guy doesn't come out to battle, you can't do anything. So he's just like, Frostbite, I won fights, and I'm like, replace my guys. Frostbite, I won fights. Like, yeah, we don't care. Our guys are gained via like massive value. I just pulled up chat. If you guys said anything, say it again. I forgot to have that up. Sorry about that. All right, so this one's largely more concerning. I keep the Heimerdinger. Because I don't have to keep Heimerdinger. I want to find guys to force him to burn them out early, but I also want to make sure we have an answer for like Chump Wump. Chump Wump's the big concerning one from in this match. What is the Poro doing here? Holy crap, I'm confused. Maybe this guy is... Was he 4? Well, we're taking that to the face. This will give me a blocker, and it sets me up to just have static on the next round. Yeah, like we don't actively care about that. I was honestly kind of hoping he'd play like the spell that gives extra health there. We're cool passing here. No reason to do anything insane. We play more guys and get them all burnt out, and then we karma, and he'll like die. He could frost this, and we just don't like actively care. If an Ezreal ever comes down, we're just gonna try to shoot it right away. So that right there is the concern. He swings, we block it. Re-up Kinko again. He's at 2 of 8 so far. Okay. Your fight doesn't come through, so like I don't care. Because we just Kinko again. Thermo again? Oh, static, okay. We'll just pass here. So the reason for the pass here is it gets back up to 3 spell mana. I'm concerned about a True Shot Barrage. I just want to get to 20 again and see if he like burns this out. Yeah. So that's like a bunch of Mystic shots already. Alright, so he has the Ezreal. We can punk. If he plays the Ezreal, we karma and kill it. We can't protect the karma. Ezreal is a concern once he gets 2 more pings in. Ooh, that one's gonna be rough for him. We need to find a deny, though. Oh, that's a trash card if I ever saw one. Um, what are our concerns here? We don't swing with Karma, because that's just bad juju. In theory, if I bounce the mouse, it would cause issues, but like that's not worth it here. I'd rather just swing with both of these. If he doesn't cast a response, one gets in and we steal a card from his deck, or get a copy. Um, so I could force him to tap out here. This does Ezreal either way. Now we're cool with this. If we try to will the the chump bump at all, it just feels bad. Once the Karma flips, we have 12 damage to face. Alright. There's pretty good odds we just get to kill him now. He taps out and burns Karma. We get to play our own. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay, yeah. He doesn't have access to denies. So we're playing a burn off, and largely speaking, it's irrelevant. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. So yeah. I can flash to get the 10 cards and then get excited. Then pitch, then rummage, then... Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. This gets us back to 10. $16 damage. I did burn a card though, because I miscounted somewhere. I forgot to get excited. I have to hit the OK button to pitch the stupid card in hand. I can't remember if Health Potion's Ionia or Piltover. Yeah, so he's taking it all to the face and just dying. The matches are usually pretty brutal for them. JT Money, you mentioned probably for the draw 2 guy to thin the deck. I'm not sure what I guess the first part of the statement was, or what that was in response to. But yeah, like pretty much any of the slow control mirrors tend to be in our favor, just because Karma just like auto beats those on 10. All right, so we're gonna have aggression here. Oh, the Poro. Maybe it was probably just for him to like push damage in at the beginning, and you like rummage and stuff. So we need to come out kind of hot. I usually prefer to hold the dinger just because, like, if we don't find one, if we're in a, like, once we hit, like, 5, things could potentially get troubling. Like, if he plays, like, a fear guy here, it's a little rough. Yeah, so, like, Elise gets burnt out. If he has Mark of the Isles, I'd be okay with it. On our round, we could just Shadow Assassin. We could just pass. We can just pass here. Because I want to Chump Bump on their round. And then I want to be able to Heimer plus Flash. And then have Deny backup on mine. So, like, the Shadow Assassin here is just largely not relevant. If he goes and plays a Wraith Caller, the Chump Bump can go and kill one guy. We take 7. Yeah. The important part is making sure that we have the 3 on 5 for Flash. So, like, we're cool taking 4. We don't need to throw a guy into it. That just opens up the rest of the guys. The access to the Deny means even if he has like a Vengeance or a Grasp, we just don't actively care. Glimpse, Black Spear would be a problem, but realistically at that point, we're okay with it. In theory, a Frenzied on his round would be largely problematic. That's still fine. That's not fine. Do we have an answer to that? I don't think I have any sort of good answer to that. My 7-drop could kill 2 guys, but that's irrelevant because he's just going to make guys with that. So I need to, what, put a guy on the table that can deal with the situation? Or no one can deal with the situation. We can only stem the bleeding. So this gives me 3 blockers at the very least. If he's only swinging with this, I'm super happy. Alright. He's gonna pull in the third guy. I don't know why the miss race wouldn't come as well. Alright, so the spider never comes in. This goes there. That goes there. We can... I can take 8. What? That seems rough. But I can go 3-2 after. I think this makes the most sense. If I lose my dinger, am I okay with it? Not particularly. But I need to kill the guy before he can Rasa, right? Like, I guess I'd be up 7 next round, and even if he Rasas, I don't care. We'll just play this. Yeah, I needed the counter for that. The rush is actually going to make it so that our Kinko could actually block and kill at least, and survive. And we'll have the full 7 to just jam out a true shot, but we have to be careful because of Rasa. Because he could have a vengeance. But I'd be okay with that. Could also just Shadow Assassin and then Thermo after. Hope he plays a guy. If he wants to end the round, how do I feel about that? I could make shit blockers for his guys. Oh, that works sweet. So we'll have 8 on the next round. It makes this guy big enough to block. And we're already in like a real strong territory for this. Yeah. If he's just going to tap out 7, I'm fine with it. The Rummage here is also great. Okay, so Ledros to 4. Yeah, that's fine. Make her small enough, but we already know that she would die to any attack anyways. So we can just hit him. Yeah, so he's sacking his guy. We're okay with that. 2, 4, 6, 8 cards in hand. We'll have 9. Him swinging here would, in theory, just be terrible. But he might do it anyways. Yeah, he doesn't want us to get that guy. And that's fine. We can swing for 7. Just be cool with what's going on. I guess I gotta rummage that guy away. could be looking for an atrocity, but I don't know if he would jam that into a deny. Because if this is his only answer, he would. Alright, and then here, what do we just want karma?
Where there is life, there is hope.
We could mushroom cloud. Do I need the blocker? No, I can't block any of those anyways. Multiple frenzied skitterers is a concern. Like, one would be fine. 2 takes out most of our blockers. But we still have burn spells. The will is for the atrocity that's going to come down at some point. Sure. We'll just play the dinger again. We don't have 3 blockers. I could preemptively... Okay, I guess we can just flash and make another blocker. That's actually pretty sweet, too. Alright, so we gotta put guys in front of everybody. You go here. And this keeps up our Will of Ionia. Oh, actually, he can't atrocity anyways. Yeah, we're okay with this. The rush plus the Mystic Shot do the seal the deal next round. So we can Mystic Shot Rasa and swing? I guess that's bad. Mystic Shot Rasa and Mushroom. This will give us 2 guys. You can only block so many of them. Probably should have made a bunch of copies of the other thing instead of... So this swings for 8. He has to have like a Vengeance. I guess a Drain or a Withering Wail does it. Oh, that changes everything. Throws the guy with Atrocity. Yeah, opponent surrendered. We were running kind of low there, but smooth. Very smooth. Ugh. There's only so many tricks you can do when you're mono. Like, even if you put, like, a single card from something else, at least your opponent won't know that you don't have access to the other stuff, right? Like, you'll know, and there's, like, the still 1 in 40 chance you miss the Allegiance with, like, Wraith Collar. But that seemed more like that person just got frustrated with missing Allegiance than anything else. Alright. So we're likely going to see elusives here with Zed. We need some burn spells, but we kind of need the 3 damage. Oh, okay, it's cool. Yeah, because I want to get guys down. A Chem Punk would be nice, but Chump Pump there's solid as well. So the main concern that's gonna happen here is if he skips 1 and 2 and then plays a Zed, he would have deny backup, and I don't have a deny. Like, this is fine. I have to let her in because I Shadow Assassin on my turn. He didn't play a Mentor or anything, so that means that even if he plays a Zed, the most he could have is a Radiant Strike, and I can get over that with Get Excited. So Shadow Assassin threatens to block here. If he plays his own Shadow Assassin, that's the kind of the expected protocol. Alright, so yeah, his Zed dies. How to kill it is the question. We can't ditch the Rummage. We want to hold the Thermals, so I think we have to ditch the Flash. I'm okay swinging, because by swinging it shuts off Conspirator. His Kinko's not going to be amazing anyways. Because, like, Kinko we don't particularly care about. Okay. So he definitely has probably, like, Conspirator or Blade Master, and he's going to pump this. So if he Blade Master pumps, we let it in for the 4 or 5, and we just chump pump. Oh, standalone. Multiple standalones. Oh, Purify. Oh, man. You poor guy. Sure. You hit me for 5. We'll just kill your guy. There's no reason for us to try to do anything insane here. Like, he just burnt himself out for that. He purified to put our guy on the ground, and then, yeah, opponent surrendered, done. They have a lot of, like, combat tricks, but, like, they don't try to wait versus the deck that just has all damage spells. They just fall apart and die. Do I do deck reviews? I haven't done them at all. If you want me to take a look at a list, I definitely could. Dawn of the Zero. Like, this is early on, so I don't mind checking. I'll give, like, my opinion, I guess. But the main thing is that, like, you know, it's not like I've been playing this game for years. I can't sit there and be like, oh, you definitely want this and don't want that. Like, I have, you know, genuine suggestions as far as, like, hey, you know, I really like this card, I really like that card, I'm not a big fan of this card. But it's also that, like, I'm playing this control deck, right? And most everybody else is playing, like, these aggro decks. So, like, it just looks super easy. Alright, so we got the Ezreal here. We still have to be really cautious, because, like, you don't know which versions they are. The guy is Plat 2, though. So he could have a very odd skill level there. Karma would just die immediately. They might have the X ones. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to keep a static and a mystic. Like I said, the main concern in this match here is actually chump bump, because we don't have 4 damage spells that aren't like thermo. But in this match, a lot of the time it just turns into a passing battle, and like that's where we love them. Like we absolutely adore them. We just want to kind of hit our chump womp or our chem pickpockets, so we get into that situation where just no one's doing anything. Because like if let's say I jam out Dinger, yeah. See, so like this is like okay, cool, right? Because even if he plays the 1 to give it 2 health, I could just play the other mystic shot. Yeah. So he played his guy, it's dead. We're not really doing anything. We just get to bank the spell mana. And so we want to draw the chump bumps and stuff to force him into playing his stuff. But if once we get the 10, Karma kills him, and his Ezreal can't flip if we don't play a guy. So like we could literally wait until Heimerdinger's at like high level, or like it's at a ton, and then go from there. So like I'll pass here. We don't have a deny. If we had a deny, I wouldn't mind doing some stuff. All right, so if he's gonna progress day, then we'll go swing. We'll punish him for it, because they don't have an actual board wipe. And then we go into the next round progress daying and getting an 8/8. Yeah, he surrendered immediately. Like that's the issue, right? Like he's like, oh, progress day, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just Dinger, ruin your life. But we hit the goal. We hit Diamond 2. We pretty much just 5-0'd, so we're gonna stop ranked for now. I try not to do too much. You know, just small goals at a time. I feel like if I keep going, I start to make more mistakes. Because like you're just like, oh, you know, this opponent's gonna scoop after they get ruined or like whatever. And it's just like, no, that's not always accurate. And things get kind of sloppy. But all right, we'll switch over to Expedition. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. All right. So yeah, Diamond 2, that was really smooth run.